Hey friends, this is Miss Kopak. I'm so happy that you're joining me today to do some math. Before we get into anything new, I want to remind you of two things that you've seen before. First, I want to remind you about fact families. For example, on the screen, you see 3, 11, and 8. Those numbers are a fact family, and we call them a fact family because they can be used to make several different math facts. For example, we can use the numbers to make 3 plus 8 equals 11, or 8 plus 3 equals 11. We can also use these three numbers in a subtraction problem. 11 minus 3 equals 8, and 11 minus 8 equals 3. The second thing I want to remind you of is multiplication. Remember, multiplication is the same thing as repeated addition or making equal groups. So 3 times 7 equals 21. You could figure that problem out by doing a repeated addition problem, taking the number 7 and adding it 3 times. Or you can make an equal groups picture. Make 3 groups with 7 in each group, and when you count it all up, it is 21. Today we are going to start something new, and that something new is division. I told you it was coming, and it is here. So what is division? Division is the opposite of multiplication. So division is when we take a number and we break it into equal groups. So basically we're finding out how many groups there are or how many items there are in each group. So I want to show you a couple examples. Take a look at this problem. The football team won 27 games during their 3-month season. If they played an equal number of games each month, how many games were played monthly? So this is a division problem. This division problem is telling me that the football team had 27 games, and those games were played over a 3-month period. So in order to find out how many games were played each month, I would have to take the number 27 and break it into 3 equal groups. So here I have 27 stars to represent the 27 games. If you don't have fancy little stars at home, you could use 27 of anything. 27 M&Ms, 27 Legos, 27 little bits of paper. And you could take those 27 items and split them into 3 equal groups. So I'm going to do that right now. And you will notice I'm going in order because if I skip around and go out of order, it could really affect my answer. And so I just want to make sure that I do not miss any because I want to be accurate. So I'm going to keep sorting. Right now I have sorted 12 stars. So here's number 13. And here is number 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So if I did this correctly, my groups should be equal, and I see each group has 9 stars in it. So that means my math problem, 27 divided by, here is the division symbol, divided by 3 equals 9. So that means they played 9 football games each month. Now, it is possible some of you might have known the answer before I was finished sorting, and you probably knew the answer because of all of your multiplication practice. 27 divided by 3 equals 9. These 3 numbers are part of a fact family that can also be used to make a multiplication problem. If we take 3 times 9, we get 27. So multiplication problems can help you solve division problems. That is why I kept telling you to practice, practice, practice multiplication, because it's going to make division a lot easier. Let's try another one. Beth has 12 flowers. If she puts the flowers equally into 4 vases, how many flowers will go into each vase? So here I have Beth's 12 flowers, and I'm going to sort them into her 4 vases. So I am going to do 12 divided by 4. Now, you might remember from multiplication that 4 times something equals 12. And if you remember that math fact, it's going to help you solve this problem. But if you don't remember, that is why we have this strategy of making the equal groups. So I'm going to sort the 12 flowers. Here's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take a look at my 4 equal groups. Do you see how many is in each group? 12 divided by 4 equals 3. She put 3 flowers into each vase. And remember, 4 times 3 equals 12. They are a fact family. So let's look at some fact families. 3 times 7. Do you remember what 3 times 7 is? 3 times 7 is 21. So 3, 7, and 21 are a fact family. We can use these 3 numbers to make another multiplication problem. Remember, we can change our order and do 7 times 3 equals 21. Now I'm going to make a related division problem. Since division is the opposite of multiplication, I'm not going to have my big number at the end. I'm going to have my big number at the beginning. 21 divided by 3 equals 7. And I can do 21 divided by 7 equals 3. Notice I only used the numbers that were in the fact family, 3, 7, and 21. I didn't use any other numbers. Let's try another one. 5 times 8. Do you remember what 5 times 8 is? 5 times 8 is 40. The other multiplication problem that I can make is 8 times 5 equals 40. Now, if I write a division problem using these numbers, I would have to start with which number? The big number. 40 divided by 8 would be, take a look at the numbers in our fact family. Which one's missing? The 8, the 5, or the 40? We have a 40, we have an 8. It's the 5 that's missing. 40 divided by 8 equals 5. And, I have a mistake here. I'm going to cross this out. It's not what I wanted to be there. The other division problem, 40 divided by 5 would make 8. So, we're going to try a few more division problems together. But before I show them to you, I would like you to get a pencil and a piece of scrap paper, because I'd like you to try them on paper and see if you get the same answer as me. So go ahead and pause this video and find a piece of paper and a pencil. Then come back and hit the play button when you're done. All right, so you should have your paper and pencil ready. Let's take a look at this problem. The pet store has 6 tanks and 18 fish. If the owner puts an equal number of fish in each tank, how many fish will go into each tank? So notice in this problem, we're going to have 6 tanks and 18 fish. So we're going to need to sort our 18 fish into 6 tanks. So we are going to be doing 18 divided by 6. We're taking 18 fish and sorting them into 6 tanks. Now, if you remember a multiplication problem, 6 times something makes 18, you already know the answer. So go ahead and write it down. But if you don't remember that multiplication problem, go ahead and draw 6 fish tanks And then with our pencil, we are going to sort tally marks until we get to 18. So watch how I do this and try it on your paper too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We stopped there because we were only sorting 18 fish. So take a look at your fish tanks. How many fish are in each tank? 3. So 6 times 3 makes 18. That's the fact family that can help us. Or our equal groups picture, 18 fish split into 6 tanks means that 3 fish will go into each tank. Let's try another one. Joe bought 6 books at the book fair. His total cost was $36. If the books were equally priced, how much did each book cost? So I see our 2 numbers here. He has 6 books and it's going to cost $36 in all. So we need to find out how much did each book cost. We're going to take the $36 and we're going to divide it between the 6 different books that he bought. So if you remember a multiplication fact, 6 times something makes 36, you can go ahead and write that down on your paper. If you don't remember that multiplication fact, go ahead and draw the 6 groups for the 6 books that he bought and make tally marks. Start with 1 and keep sorting until you get to 36. So you can either pause the video, then play it when you have your answer, or you can do it with me right now. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So I stop there and I see my groups are equal. They each have 6 in them. So that means 36 divided by 6 equals 6. So how much did each book cost? Each book cost $6. So if you got the correct answer, you might have done it because you remembered 6 times 6 equals 36, or maybe you did an equal groups picture like I did here. If you didn't have the correct answer, you might have done your multiplication wrong, or you might have done your equal groups picture incorrectly. Remember, skipping around and not going in order can often result in a mistake. Let's try one more problem together. Miss Milner has 24 books. If she equally sorts the books into 4 baskets, how many books will go into each basket? So we see she has 24 books and she's going to sort them into 4 baskets. 24 divided by 4. So you might remember the fact family. 4 times something makes 24. If you remember that, go ahead and write it down. If you do not remember the multiplication fact family, go ahead and make the 4 baskets and then sort 24 tally marks. You can pause the video or you can do it with me right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I stop there and I see my groups each have 6. I remember 4 times 6 makes 24. 24 divided by 4 equals 6. So how many books go into each basket? 6 books go into each basket. So we're going to do a lot more division practice this week and in the future. If you would like to see some more division videos, if you go to your ClassLink page and then go to Brain Pop Junior, you can do a search for division on Brain Pop Junior, and these videos will come up. The first 3 are really good videos to practice division. So if you watch any of these first 3 videos, that will be great review for doing division. But when you are ready, today on your learning board is an assignment using multiplication and division fact families, like you see here. And there's also 2 word problems to solve using multiplication and division. So thank you so much for joining me today. And remember, you can always go back and re-watch this video. You can always check Brain Pop Junior for more practice as well. See you next time, friends.